Alana converted over 2 years ago. She's 20 and lives in Glasgow. She's a media student, but what's most important in her life is her faith, Islam.
I'm a traveller, so I'm from the fairground and get Scottish and English travellers and not gypsies, completely different thing. And I grew up on a caravan site. This is my home, and that's my wee caravan, wee cara hut. And I live right across my mum and dad, so if I don't feel like cooking, she feeds me.
Alana was brought up a Protestant and was baptised as a baby. But her conversion to Islam hasn't always been easy.
It's really hard for me because, especially we're living in the east end of Glasgow and there's no Muslims here and there's such, I'm white, Scottish, there's hard, you know, why you think, how odd, why would you want to choose to be a Muslim? And I feel as if I need to be extra polite for them to know that I'm human, that I'm, you know, Scottish, you know, because I feel like they think I'm going to do something to them, they've got that look.
But for Alana, the importance of Islam goes far beyond falling in love. It answers some of her big questions about life.
I've always believed in God, that, well, there being something. It doesn't matter what you believe. I think we all deep down, if you must think, oh, when I die, I hope I go to a better place. You must, I mean, you can't be human and not think, oh, when I die, that's it, I don't care. Everyone must think, like, I want to go, you know, some people with my relatives that have died or what, you must have that sort of feeling. Especially because I never got to meet my granny and granddad. I always think, well, what happens if they're actually in heaven? And if I don't get to go there, then it would just be terrible, you know. So.
But it still required courage for Alana to break the news to her family about her conversion.
Just before Ramadan was when I told my family that I was a Muslim. I've been a Muslim for a while, but I didn't tell them. I was freaking out. But I thought, if I'm going to do Ramadan, they're going to know that I'm not eating, so I had to tell them. Finished work and I thought, right, I'm going to do it. So I went in and all of a sudden the adrenaline hit me. I started panicking and shaking, and I went in. They could tell, my mum and dad, they could just tell, you know what I'm like. I went, I've got something to tell you, and I just burst out crying. Then my dad started to get annoyed because he's wanting to watch his programme, right? So he's like, hurry up, tell us what it is. And then my mum's starting to get worried. She went, you're pregnant. My dad's like, you've crashed your car. And I burst out laughing then, because then I was like, that's the worst thing that they could have thought was going to happen to me. And I was like, no, I actually want to be Muslim. And my dad hurt straight out with, oh, I thought you already was a Muslim. And then I burst out laughing even more because I thought, well, I'm making such a big deal out of something that obviously they, you know, already knew, you know. Actually, it felt like I was telling them I was gay or something like that, or I was pregnant. That's what it felt like.
Alana's determined to learn everything she can about her faith. She devotes her free time to studying and going to evening classes.
And it's also that thing.
It's an intense course and there's lots to learn. Alana studies everything from Quranic history to Sharia law.
Taqwa. It's a term which many people throw about. We hear it all the time.
The class is run by a charity who use a room at Glasgow University.
So acting in obedience to God through a guiding light from God with the intention of seeking His pleasure.